right. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here for our We Are Benedictine session this evening. Appreciate you taking the time to join us. I know through IACAC and StriveScan, there's been a lot of different opportunities, whether it's been different panel sessions or individual school sessions. But for you to take advantage of this, we definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day and hope everything's going well with your current school year. Whether you're sophomore, junior, or senior, we feel that we can provide some good understanding of the opportunities here at Benedictine University. But for us, Benedictine University, very similar to some of our peers here in the Chicagoland area, where we're located in Lisle, Illinois, which is about 45 miles west of the Chicagoland area, are a Catholic private nonprofit liberal arts college. For us, those are kind of who we are, what we are, and for us, we've been around since 1887. Started in Chicago and then moved out to the western suburbs in Lisle, Illinois, in the early 1900s. We've been fortunate enough to have three different names: St. Procopius College, Illinois Benedictine College, and Benedictine University. From that perspective. But really for us, when we talk about Catholic, being a Catholic institution, right, it's really derived out of our 10 hallmarks that were set out by St. Benedict back in the 1500s. For us, we really gravitate towards community, hospitality, and stewardship. So each of those hallmarks are really embodied amongst our faculty, our staff, our students, and our alums each and every day. And we really want to make sure that we are a community that is here to support our students to see them grow and reach their goals and aspirations. When we talk about private, being a private institution, right, we really pride ourselves on that close, nurturing environment. For us, it's 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. 94% of our faculty are full-time. So for us, what that means is that all your classes are going to be taught by faculty members. We don't have teaching assistants, graduate assistants, so you're really going to be able to have that high-level interaction with your professors inside and outside the classroom. And then we're fortunate enough that our faculty, 87% of them hold the highest degree in their field from that perspective. And for us, as we always say, is right, the other 6% that aren't full-time, right, are individuals that are working day in, day out in the workforce in various careers of your interest and are going to bring substantial information and knowledge to the classroom and really build those connections and open your opportunities for networking, whether it's business, science, liberal arts majors, education majors, right there. Kind of at that fundamental core of where you want to go and what you want to do from a career aspect. And for us, right, we talk about the liberal arts curriculum, right? Many schools are liberal arts based. For us, obviously, it does provide a well-rounded experience for our graduates, right? You're going to have the opportunity to engage in a history course, a literature course, a philosophy course, a theology course, some of those courses outside of your major in your specific area. But for us, what it really allows opportunity for our students to is engage in their passions, to really explore different opportunities. For us, we want our students to explore those passions, maybe engage and add a major or a minor onto their major in some of those key disciplines. So, right, for example, right, many of our business students will maybe get a minor in communication arts or graphic arts and design, right, where it can kind of bolster their different mediums and platforms in print, communication, visual techniques, and those things as well, right? And then we see a lot of crossover within some of our other majors, right? Where our psychology majors can obviously, through the liberal arts curriculum, easily attain a minor in criminal justice or political science to give them different skill sets, engage in those passions that they desire and they wish, right? And the same thing with the liberal arts curriculum for our science majors. We see many of our students that have that aspiration to go on to professional school, become a doctor, go into an area of STEM, but many of them maybe seek a minor in medical Spanish or a minor in Spanish or theology or philosophy or something of the arts from that aspect, right? So it really allows some crossover from that perspective to engage in your passions, but also give you some credible experiences altogether. And then lastly, for us, it's developing those soft skills that are so important for your career, right? Whether it's critical or creative thinking, interpersonal skill sets, communication skills, how to work and coexist within a team, right? Those things are all things that are embedded within our liberal arts curriculum that's going to really kind of make an impact and make a difference and kind of give you some unique ways to, right, for us, as we always say, the Benedictine experience, right? Not only is it the experiences you have outside the classroom, but it's maximizing those experiences inside the classroom as well. Um, for us too, right? It's as we talked about the community. Community is important for us. Having that community aspect is really something that we pride ourselves on. And for us, we've definitely been appreciative of being named the second safest campus in the United States by your local security.com, right? It's something that we really pride ourselves on, and it's kind of seen through the eyes of our 24/7 campus police presence, right? The ability to foster that nurturing, safe environment is really something that we pride ourselves on. And then, as we say, right, community, welcome, hospitality, stewardship, right? That also has to go inside with us being named the 119th most ethnically diverse campus in the country, per U.S. News and World Report. Right, for us, it's being a welcoming community. It's being a diverse community for our students to be comfortable and grow, right? Whether it's ethnic diversity or culturally spiritual diversity. For us, it's really being able to have those opportunities here at Benedictine through our community and through that hospitality for all individuals. A recent ranking that we're really proud of is our ranking of 66th in social mobility. For us, this is really measures the true commitment of our faculty and staff to get those individuals that maybe are eligible for the federal Pell Grant to the point of graduation and reaching their goals from a career aspect. So social mobility is, per U.S. News and World Report, is gauged off of the expertise and how well an institution gets students to graduation and their career opportunities if they receive the Pell Grant. So again, another thing that shows our commitment, our hospitality, and our community for that nurturing environment. And then lastly, from a passion stance and from who we are, right? We're fortunate enough to have 32,000 alums worldwide. And that's a lot for a school our size, right? As I said, right? A small, close-knit, private liberal arts college. Obviously with that too, with our alums being worldwide, we're also very proud that 96 of the top Fortune 100 companies employ our alums, right? Whether it's ExxonMobil, Google, Amazon, just to name a few, right? We're fortunate to have alums kind of spread across all disciplines, all career paths, to really build that nurturing environment to connect our current students with them, to start building the network opportunities, the mentorship opportunities with our alums from that perspective. As you kind of know and have gotten a feel of who we are and what we do, right? It's then kind of doing a deeper dive on the opportunities academically, right? For me and for us institutionally, we always say, right, it's for any student when they're looking through the process of a college and somewhere to call home for the next 4 years or 2 years if they look to go to a community college route first, right, is understanding the academic fit, the financial fit, and then that social fit. But from the academic fit, right, we have the opportunity where we can really engage a lot of our students in a variety of different passions or a variety of different fields when they look career-wise, major-wise. 41 majors, 37 minors, and 17 pre-professional programs spread across 4 colleges. We have our Daniel Goodwin College of Business. This highlights kind of our specific majors within business, the Bachelor of Business Administration route, whether it be marketing, management, business analytics, finance, to name a couple. Then we have our College of Education and Health Services, right? Those individuals that really have a passion for working with others, right? Whether it's through education itself, right? Teaching in high school or the elementary school or teaching special education. Or those individuals that really have a passion with health and nutrition, right? that want to be a nutrition and dietetics major, or want to work in health, wellness, and promotion, or food service management. Some of those aspects, to name a few, kind of within that college. Then we have our College of Liberal Arts, right? Those individuals that want to engage in the social sciences, whether it's political science, criminal justice, sociology, psychology, the arts and the humanities, right? Those individuals that like to engage with English language literature, Spanish, graphic arts and design, communication arts, just to name a few. And then our last college is our College of Science. For us, we're very well much known for the College of Science, as we service a lot of students that are looking to go on to professional schools, dental schools, medical schools, and really go into a healthcare profession. We see a lot of students come to us, and that's really because of our established partnerships for our College of Science students, right? We have different opportunities for our College of Science students where they can engage with some of our partners in early admittance programs, as well as dual acceptance programs, right? So we have early admittance programs with medical school, dental school, pharmacy school with Lake Erie Osteopathic Medicine in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. We have dual partnership programs for optometry, pharmacy, and dental with Midwestern University here in Downers Grove, right? So a lot of different pathways to really be able to engage in Benedictine for your four-year education, but have a pretty good understanding of the outcomes that can occur after 4 successful years at Benedictine to go on to the desired professional school of your choice to become a medical doctor and gain that MDDO, or go and study optometry or physical therapy or some of those aspects from that perspective. Not only is it what you do in the classroom, as we always say, right? It's the experiences that you have outside the classroom that are foundational to your successes and the outcomes and the career aspirations. And for us, we're fortunate enough here at Benedictine University that we call it engaged learning. So for us, engaged learning can consist anywhere from your internship opportunities, your job shadowing experiences, your research opportunities, or study abroad experiences, right? So for us, it's developing those skills in a functional way outside the classroom, and having those experiences to be able to talk about in the interview process for career or for graduate school or professional school, right? To highlight that if you're a biology major, that you have the opportunity to do research here on campus with our faculty members, or work within our relationships to do research at Argonne National Laboratory or Fermilab, to name a few, or talk about those experiences as a psychology major, right? Working at Edwards Hospital to do clinical observation hours or clinical practima experiences. Or being a business major and doing a variety of internships kind of located here in Downers Grove, Naperville, Oak Brook, along the I-88 corridor, as we talk about, where numerous Fortune 500 companies have main headquarters set up or field offices that can connect for our students to do internships, whether it's Northern Trust, Chase Bank, and some of those aspects from there. And then there's the support that we provide, right? It's the support that we have and the opportunities through our Academic Career Enrichment Center, which I always say is kind of a three-prong approach, right? It's one, being able to service the support needed for your academic growth, right? Through our licensed learning specialist or our peer tutors from that perspective, or your personal growth, how to develop and grow as a person and be able to create some of those best processes when it comes to time management and those aspects as well. And then professional development, right? How do we professionally help you grow? Resume writing, career building, mock interviews, some of those aspects to really kind of help and assist and put you in a position to be able to gain that career that you desire and you so well wish from that perspective. And then the third tier, kind of with that, the purpose of what we do staff, faculty wise, is our personal advising, right? The ability for an advisor, a staff advisor, a faculty advisor to really be there with you every step of the way to map out your courses towards graduation and maximize your experiences. For us, I always say the best part about sorry about that. Some of our majors are the ability to have some flexibility and choose courses that pertain to your interest and your passion. And what I mean by that is you have your core foundational courses, but then you may say, you know what, I'm very interested in abnormal psychology. So you want to take that course if you're a psychology major, or as a business major, you want to look at some different aspects that are going to be more functional to you altogether. So, right, it's having that ability to have the flexibility within your major and having an individual that's going to really be there to personally advise you throughout that process. As I said, the second tier we always look at and we know that's important is the financial commitment for our students and for our families. And with that, right, we're fortunate enough that we last year we announced a tuition lock-in freeze, right? So what that means is that every student that comes in to Benedictine, that tuition price that they're paying their first year is going to be the same tuition price they pay until they graduate. For us, this is a big deal. As we look across the landscape of higher education, private colleges throughout the nation raise their tuition anywhere from 2 to 3% each year. Right, though it may be a fit in year one, by year 2, 3, or 4, right, that cost has risen. And for us, we want to make sure that when you make this decision of Benedictine from your freshman year, right out of high school, right, that you're comfortable not only with the price and the financial fit from your freshman year, but for sophomore year, junior year, senior year. And this really allows you to plan appropriately. So right, for us, we can really say, you know what, the cost that it's going to be in year one is going to be the cost that's going to be by the time you graduate, just with our tuition lock-in freeze. And not only is it this making sure that financial commitment's there from the tuition aspect, right, it's also making sure that we have a commitment to our students through scholarships. And for us, our average financial aid for freshmen is $24,917. Right, and for us, as we kind of look at those things, we know it's being able to be a fit is part of the process for a student when looking at a school. And how does that kind of all come about? Right, all of our admitted students to the institution do receive an academic scholarship. Right, we feel that, right, if you're admissible to the institution, right, we owe it to our students financially to commit to them and provide them that academic scholarship. After the academic scholarship is posted upon your admittance, right, all of our students are kind of reviewed for various other awards, right, whether it's talent or academic achievement scholarships based off of your academic involvement in high school, or different affinity awards, right? If you attended a Catholic high school, or you have a family member that graduated from Benedictine or attended Benedictine, or you're from out of state, right? There's different factors that we want to make sure that we're maximizing the opportunities for you through this process. And then another big part of it is completing the FAFSA, right? Getting the student to complete the FAFSA allows us to really make sure that we're maximizing all opportunities on our end, right? Whether it's grants or loans that come through the FAFSA itself, or whether it's reviewing you for need-based awarding here at Benedictine from that aspect. From there, right, then it's really kind of saying, hopefully we can check those boxes of academic fit, financial fit, and then looking at the social fit. For us, we're very fortunate to offer 19 NCAA Division III sports with 3 Spirit programs. Having a variety of different students, clubs, and organizations on campus day in, day out for our students to engage at a high level, and then holding over 100 different student events each year. Right, whether it's our Thrilling Thursday events where there's a lot of free activities that our students can partake in on Thursday nights, different bands, open mic nights, karaoke nights, poetry nights, from that aspect, right? Really being able to have different opportunities, events, day in, day out, night in, night out, throughout the year for our students to engage from that perspective. And then there's the opportunity to engage as a residential student, right? By living on campus in our all-male dorm or all-female dorm, Jager Hall or Andrak Hall as a freshman, or just moving into our on-campus apartments sophomore, junior, or senior year, right? An opportunity to really engage and live on campus is a big part of the experience that we want all of our students to have or have the opportunity to look at to see if it's a right fit for them. But if it's not a fit for them from a residential aspect, right, that's okay. We see a handful of our students do commute to campus just based off our location here in the Chicagoland area, right? We see students that make that decision to commute to campus. If students commute to campus, that's okay. For us, we have identified specific commuter programming to engage those students. For us, I always say the only difference between our commuting students and our residential students, our commuting students don't have a bed on campus. Right? They still engage in all the activities, the events, the clubs, the organizations, the sports that we offer, and they engage at a high level. And we want to make sure that you're inundated with the community here at Benedictine University and know those opportunities available to you. From here, right, whether you're a sophomore, junior, or if you're a senior, right, it's very similar in what it processes in terms of once you hit that senior year, right? It's to take that next step to apply to Benedictine University, ben.edu/apply, and then take that next step to send over your official transcripts and or test scores if you have them. And then really for us, it's starting to review those applications and then make admissions decisions as soon as possible, as soon as we receive those documents. And then obviously October 1st with passing, if you're a high school senior, it's completing the FAFSA, adding Benedictine University to it, right? For us, we're big believers with our rolling admission is to, once October hits and the FAFSA is open and we start reviewing our applications, right? We're a big believer of trying to find and produce the information that's needed for our families through this process, right? We know you're looking at many different schools, many different options. And for us, we want to make sure that we're getting you that information quickly and swiftly for you to really say, you know what, I want to continue down this path with Benedictine because we're a fit, or you know what, thank you for the opportunity. We're going to explore other options, which we're okay with, right? For me, it's if I always say to our staff is right, if we can help you make the right decision for you, we can feel good about ourselves, right? We want to be able to provide you an insight and understanding of Benedictine University to help and assist you to hopefully become an Eagle and join us here in that fall semester after your senior year, or help you understand the opportunities and options out there to find what fits best for you from that perspective. For us, admission requirements, we're fortunate enough, obviously, as many institutions, of adopting a test optional admission policy here for the fall 2021. And it's looking at that further. But really for us, it's really being able to make decisions for our students based off their cumulative high school GPA. Minimum requirements of 2.5. But for us, with our test optional admissions policy criteria, right, it's being able to look at students and make decisions based off their high school transcript, their GPA, to determine admittance here at Benedictine University. And then it's really being able to follow suit. And if a test score comes, right, as I always say, right, submitting a test score, great. It's only going to help you. It can help you maybe gain other opportunities through scholarshiping or additional endowed funds and those aspects that kind of come there, whether it's our scholars program or our Berktel Labs scholarships and some of those things that are available that are required to have an ACT or SAT on file. But for us, we want to make all those decisions here for the fall 2021 based off high school transcript if we can, and be able to make it a seamless process from that perspective altogether. And then for us, right, we were fortunate to be located in the Chicagoland area, and our hope is to have those opportunities to engage you on campus or engage you in some of our virtual opportunities that are available for you here that are populated on our website, right? It's our major academic interest nights, our financial aid 101 nights, our pre-health professions, or Ask Me Anything student panel sessions that we kind of host here throughout the fall semester, and then kind of working through that point to get you on campus once you're comfortable and once you want to make that connection here in person. We'll be here. We're open. We have personalized visit opportunities right now, but we hope to be able to cross paths with you at some point. And then obviously, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know.
Well, thank you, Matt, very much for the presentation. Thank you for joining us tonight. When you close this window, there will be a short 4-question survey. And again, look forward to more sessions at IACAC.org. And again, this session will be recorded, so you may always come back and watch the recording. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.